The word meditation, instantly my mind thinks happiness, clarity, compassion, breath, consciousness, feeling. Going back to my time in Toronto when I was struggling mentally to just be happy and to enjoy life and to smile more. I tried a sports psychologist because somebody said that that would be like a good avenue for you, and I just didn't necessarily enjoy it. It wasn't something that really connected with me, but I wasn't just gonna stop at that. So I essentially did like the cheesiest thing you could possibly do, but I Googled like, how do you become happy? And meditation was like endless as you're scrolling through Google. Like, you'd see it everywhere, and I was like, all right, I don't know what this thing is. I don't know what it does. I don't know how to do it, but I'm just gonna practice and try. So in 2020, I made it a New Year's resolution to meditate 10 minutes a day for a full year. At the end of it, I felt like this isn't doing anything, this isn't helping. And so I stopped meditating. And when I stopped is when I really started to notice that this is something that can create clarity, peace, quiet in the mind and in the body. And that's really when my practice started. There is what we call the Zen Den. This is the one wall I got to decorate myself that has a lot in it. We can maybe dive into some of the stuff on it, but this is my meditation space. This is kind of my sanctuary. This is where I get to unplug from everything. Lots of pictures, words, dreams, goals, aspirations for who I want to be, whether it's just as a human being or also as a player. I think it's super important to express your goals, express who you want to be, writing down thoughts. I doodle a lot too, so I get a lot of things out through words, but also through drawing, and it's just endless. And I have 10 of these that go all the way back to my time in Toronto, to my time before Toronto, to my time in college. It's something that I do every single day to calm myself down, to bring myself back to the present moment, to allow myself to be here and not lost in the future or the past. And it's an endless practice. I mean, even now doing it, beads on my wrist to continue to bring me back to the present moment, remind myself what's important. You know, I have lights and cameras around. It's anxious, I feel anxious, but you feel into your body. And that level of awareness and feeling can be found when you're sitting on a cushion and you're trying to meditate, when you close your eyes and you try to take a deep breath, when you're in front of 2 cameras and a bunch of lights, or on the field when you're playing and you're in front of a bunch of cameras and a bunch of people and a bunch of lights. It's always about recentering to how you feel so that you can do ultimately the best job possible and to be present in the actions that you're taking. So how can I be attentive and present in this interview, and how can I be attentive and present while I'm playing? And that's all been cultivated through a practice of meditation that continuously evolves and continues to show me that there's an endless world of evolution when it comes to meditating and how far you can take the practice. As people would probably remind you, I tend to be a little weird. I'm my own person, and this isn't gonna be what's right for everybody. But yeah, I do things my own way. That's kind of how I am.